Also, good luck to Brady Singer against Shohei Ohtani. 6 home runs in his last 7 games. Now sitting as high as minus 400 to win AL MVP on June 16th. And remember, you could price shop for the latest MLB futures odds and single game odds as well, just like any of these games that Mo's discussing over at thelines.com. And we brought this up yesterday on yesterday's Beat the Closing Line. Should Ohtani be this big of a favorite? And when you look at his numbers, like I quickly said yesterday, yes. And then you look at the Angels sitting at 4.5 games back in the AL West, 1 game back for the final wild card berth. So the likelihood that in the American League, likelihood that the Angels sell or trade Ohtani is, I would say, pretty low at the deadline. But there's always that if. We still have a month to go until the MLB trade deadline, and the only comparable situation to this is Mark McGwire going back to 1997 when he was traded from Oakland to St. Louis. And obviously he was an AL MVP candidate in the first half or so of that season. So I'll ask you the question again, Mo, and maybe you don't have a direct answer to it just yet, but is it worth looking anywhere else for AL MVP just based off of the notion, and I know you believe in LA, but based off of the possibility that Ohtani could get dealt?
I would think he wouldn't, just because, like you said, they are still in contention, and I don't think anyone's going to, who is really going to give them something too crazy for that short of a rental? Because I can't, this would be deadline stuff. Because they're in such close to, chasing these playoff spots. And Mike Trout, I think they owe it to Mike Trout after all the years he's been that elite to take this shot. But that being said, Trout's been pretty bad this year by Trout standards. But I guess that also is an indication to me that they should honestly be better going forward. What if Trout just gets halfway to normal Mike Trout, in between here and there? At that point, the Angels would somewhat have a scary offense. Right now, they're just pretty good. They did lose Zach Neto, I should add, though. He's been pretty good for them, specifically in the field. He's been quite helpful, I think, on a team that has had some struggles on defense, but also hitting the ball pretty well as well. So, yeah, that might hurt them a little bit in the short term, but I don't think he's going to be out too long.